Welcome, friends and adventurers. I am Chuck the DM, the wind in your willows. Welcome to Jungle Noir, a Wildemount mini-series. How about we meet our players? Oh my god, it is our athlete. Where is she? Our athlete, Jock of the Year, Ari.
Unfortunately, due to personal circumstances, everything hurts because of said athleticism. And I'm Ari, and I play Esme. Actually, yeah, I'm so fucking sore, you guys.
She won a medal today. We're very excited.
Thank you.
And we're going to come down on a little pink cloud to our metal princess, Nora.
Hello, I'm Nora, and I play Faye, the Enlarging Barbarian. And we actually just had our first thunderstorm of the year.
Love a thunderstorm!
Jesus is coming back with a bang. Joking.
Okay. And we're going to crawl across the bottom of the floor to our basket case, who has more charisma than they know what to do with, Xander.
Not to worry anyone, but I almost forgot my guru, and I was about to have a mental breakdown. I play Sir Jeff.
Hey. And up to the criminal with the heart of gold who's stolen all of ours. It's Jason.
Hi there. Welcome to the stream.
No, game over. Game over. I don't want it.
We talked about how this creeps out a lot of people.
No.
I'm leaving.
The power of Christ compels you.
Oh, it really does. Okay. Who votes Floyd dies first? All right.
I volunteer to do it.
I'll help.
The judge, the jury, and the executioner.
Death by shroom.
Oh, death by shroom. And of course, without further ado, welcome to our little jungle. Oh my gosh, what happened last time? Let's find out.
We got a crit smite.
What's that?
We got a crit smite.
There was a lot.
Shot at a freaking sea circle thing.
Holy cats. Yeah, life on the ocean apparently a lot easier than you guys thought it was going to be. And actually, today's background, which all of my players can see, you can't, is by the Russian sea painter Ivan Ivanovsky, and he's amazing and wonderful. Please go look him up. I can't spell it. It's Russian. It's very difficult to spell.
It is really pretty.
All right, it is very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, you guys have found that life at sea not as difficult as it seems. You're having fun fishing, having fun doing all kinds of little activities, but you are so close to your destination. 3 sailing days left, and thoughts of being on solid ground start to settle in with you. The weather starts to clear as the uncharted sea ahead beckons. There's still no land in sight as the Finintonic cuts through the waves. But for today, I'm going to get somebody to roll me a perception check.
I can do it. I'm gonna do...
Classic rules apply if 2 want to give one an advantage or if 2 want to roll.
Mastiff. I forgot to bring up my dog's character sheet.
That's
so
okay.
But the dog already has advantage. So
you can roll on your dog's dice then.
I'm gonna roll the dog's because it has higher than me.
But isn't it for
But is it
smelling and hearing? Not seeing?
Keen senses. Depends on what the write-up says.
It is hearing and smell. Anyway, I'll just roll the d20 twice. So it would be 15 then. If I'm not using the dogs.
All right. Well, it looks like with the clouds dissipating and the blue sky overhead, the sun beaming down, it looks like you're in pretty good travel. With the recent attack on your ship by that really dumb sea serpent that didn't know what the fuck it was getting into. It also seems like the clear blue waters around you are pretty clear as well. And looks like you have a nice day of sailing ahead of you. Is there anything you guys would like to do on this day, or would you like to travel forth in time?
I'm gonna shove my hand into my helmet.
Last time it was 100 and now it's a 1.
I know. Well, it's it's completely different. So everyone would see Sir Jeff like at the bow of the ship, just looking out, and then just kind of like looking up into the helmet, quickly reaching in, pulling out a scrap piece of silk, and just being very disappointed and shoving it back in.
Always pushing in, pulling out, shoving back in. Lots of good fun
Giggity.
for all.
I'll
Giggity.
pull out King. Sorry.
I mean, I would mostly spend the day, like, maybe just working out, sparring, training with Petunia, but nothing specific.
Trying to get her to do sit-ups.
Yeah, exactly. Like holding her little back paws as she's trying to sit up, but it's hard.
When you're shaped like a basketball.
Exactly.
It's just like this.
Yeah, it's just the front paws going like, and like a bit of the head, like just
She's got little stones that she's lifting.
yeah.
During your workout session, Lightning Charlie is gonna swing by and just sort of lean on the railing close to you. Esme, if I could have a quick word, you keep doing what you're doing, but I just had a quick question for you, if you wouldn't mind entertaining an old man's curiosities.
Yeah, sure.
He pulls a bottle out of his like pocket, his bottle holster, where one would have like a blunderbuss perhaps, but he has a bottle there, and he unscrews it. It's clear liquid and takes a little swig, offers it to you.
Oh, no, thank you.
I mean, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, isn't it? Puts it back. I was just curious. You're not a sailor. That I have garnered. What is it that you are actually hoping to do when we reach the X on the map?
Oh, well, hopefully encounter some unknown new species that hasn't been documented yet, and researching that, protecting the environment.
I could appreciate protecting one's environment. I've seen fishing villages go quite downhill when there are too many people and too little fish. Whereabouts are you from that you would come all this way?
Oh, I'm from well, Wildemount, obviously, but I forget actually the name of where I'm from because I was not prepared for this question and discussion today.
Fair enough. He pours a little thimble of fresh water for Petunia. Petunia's like glug glug glug. He's like more.
Oh yes, okay. Sorry, you know, when you're training, you kind of get distracted and you might forget where you're from and everything. But I'm from the Sirius Mountains. Yeah, it's northwest of the Damali. I'm having a hard time with names tonight. Holy shit! Of Port Damali.
Oh yes, the Port Damali. I see.
Yeah.
And so you work for like other people who are into this environmental protection?
Yeah,
What this is-
the Foundation for the Preservation of Rare and Endangered Species, or FPRES. Or FPRES.
And the, and
I'm
and
not quite
how
sure.
how long have you been working for these people?
Oh, it's very recent, actually. A few months only.
And they sent a girl from the mountains. Oh, pardon me, a person from the mountains.
I identify as female. It's fine.
For sure. I will try to be respectful and not call you a little girl. I have made it uncomfortable.
That
Regardless,
does make me uncomfortable a little bit.
I am just concerned as to what we may find on this island that we're looking for when they sent someone with no sea experience.
Well, that's why they sent Faye and Floyd.
So you know what you're looking for. You've got the protection that you need. It seems like Sir Jeff is quite educated in the ways of the flora of the worlds.
Yes.
And that dog that seemed to appear, fauna, I suppose.
I'm still not quite sure how to explain that, but Sir Jeff, seems to put his trust in the dog, and she's cute.
I do like having a dog on board. We were much more of a cat ship before, but the cat and your little whatchamacallit and the dog seem to be getting along quite well. It almost makes me want to, go get a rescue.
Well, maybe you should then.
Well, maybe I should.
Lots of
Maybe I should.
shelters around. You never know. Meet some animals, bond with them.
I mean, I've had Pleasance for quite some time. He's getting on in years, and I do like the company. Perhaps a dog. Pleasance is, and he just like goes into a fish barrel and pulls out a sardine, and he goes, Pleasance, Pleasance, and then you hear the soft pads of feet, and then the clunk of a wooden leg come towards you, and then the eye patch cat with the wooden leg comes up, and he's like, "Ah," and he eats the fish. He goes, he doesn't have many teeth left, so he does his best, but he loves the heads. Loves to crunch on them with what he has left of molars.
Well, maybe you should, cut up the fish and mush it into paste for him to help him or her. I don't know. Is Pleasance a boy cat or a girl cat?
He has the male genitalia, as far as I have been able to tell.
Boy cat then.
He dives into it like it's his last meal sometimes. It's disgusting. You can hear it clean across the ship. Oh, there he goes.
I think living like it's your last meal at all times is a good way to live.
I suppose so. Okay, well,
And I'll
You
look to the
seem-
cat.
and he just like goes right back in. Well, I'll leave you to your workouts. I just,
Yeah.
I don't want to be presumptuous. We've spent a little bit of time on this boat together, and you kind of feel like a daughter to me, and I just wanted to make sure you know what you're doing.
Oh, okay.
Somebody hasn't spoken with people in a long time.
I know we said 5 words to each other.
Thank you, Lightning Charlie. That's
Red flag.
very considerate of you.
I'm very lonely.
Oh God! You can call me Daddy if you want to.
Okay, it's not like that.
If I do ever feel at a loss out here in the ocean, I know who to come to.
All right, I'll leave you to your. I'm as uncomfortable as you look, so okay, I gotta go. And he picks up Pleasance and
Right before he leaves, he can feel a tug on like his pants, and it's Petunia. She looks at him expectantly,
Oh.
looks to the barrel of sardines, then back to him.
He gets the sardines and just
Yeah,
like
Yeah, she's been working hard. Fine.
drops it in her mouth like she's a trained seal.
She actually like just encloses his full hand with her jar, but like doesn't actually hurt him, and then just it's off
Ugh,
with the sardine. Yeah.
Seductively.
that has left a viscousness on my person. All right, listens. Let's go crush up some of these for you.
Highly poisonous. I would.
Does it burn?
No, I'm messing with you.
He washes his hand off in some water and hurries away, feeling very awkward. Why did I say that? Why did I say that?
Esme's gonna like look around like to see if anyone else has witnessed this truly bizarre interaction.
From a distance, just like
Yeah, and she turns to Floyd and just kind of goes like, and she'll okay, Petunia, back on your back. All right, holding down your feet. What?
I love Petunia so much.
Well, that was awkward for everybody. Okay, moving on.
My props! Fuck, what's my backstory?
What's next? Anything else to do during this day 5?
Ow. I'm sorry if you see me like wincing or making weird faces. Like Tally has been like taking
Just
her
clawing
claws into
One thing Sir Jeff would be doing also at the bow of the ship is using just the minor illusion cantrip to kind of keep creating a weird mushroom that's very similar to what's on his shield, but more like it not 2D, like a 3D one. You know, like the mushroom that helps start it all, that because it's the shape of it and what he knows, and he's just gonna keep doing that and holding it up almost as if he's like still seeing that trail that had appeared before them all. And it's just like goes between like, you could tell Sir Jeff is thinking to himself, if anyone sees, of like concern but proud and excitement. And it's just doing that, and Portobello is just like curled up behind him, just keeping it so he can not shaky at all.
Dog soft recliner chair.
Exactly.
As you concentrate on your fungal deity and focus your energies towards reliving that moment when you first discovered this draw towards some of the most interesting and varied plant life on Earth, or on Exandria, you do feel like your helmet warms, not uncomfortably so, but like despite the sun being shaded from your face because of your helmet, you feel a different kind of warmth, like an inner warmth. And the fins within, where all your treasures are hidden, does seem to cast a bit of a bioluminescent glow, just for a moment. Despite it's a bright day, you're not even really sure if you've seen it or if it's the sunlight reflecting off of the Bahama blue waters. But you feel at one, despite being so far away from any natural funguses.
Sir Jeff's gonna like cuddle up into Portobello and just start like happy crying to himself. And that's where he's gonna spend the rest of his day.
Okay. All right.
I mean, if it is is it like the first nice day out here? Like
It is definitely not. I can't imagine it's the first nice day, but it is definitely the first nice day you guys have had in a while. Except for that.
nice.
Thank you.
Um,
Inspiration for myself.
Since it is a nice day, I think Faye could be at the front of the ship. What?
That's the bow.
Yeah.
That's where Sir Jeff is.
Okay. So,
I must interrupt for one moment because I'm getting a Titanic moment, but it's Faye who's incredibly tall, and then around her waist you just see these little arms.
I think you mean around her knees.
That's
Yes, accurate. Jokes aside, though.
well, I'm not sure. Does Jeff want to be like alone?
Oh no, Sir Jeff would not shy anyone away. He was just like enjoying the fact that we are out of the rain for now.
Well, I mean, she could be like going to sit on the wooden beam. Like, it seems dangerous, but she seems fine. Just sitting there and watching the waves like crash against the ship and towards the horizon and then blue sky. She seems like she's thinking about something, but like she isn't that talkative, so it seems like she's always thinking about something. But I think she could take out her flute and play a little sad song. And I think Sir Jeff and anyone who can see like around 5 feet radius around 5 feet radius around her, it's like it starts snowing when she plays.
This would be a song that Faye would know quite well.
It's the only song she knows.
It's the only song she knows. Okay. As the
I'm sorry. This was a really pretty moment. I shouldn't have.
She's actually doing it with her nose.
No.
But because of the weather, it'd be.
Okay, this was really pretty though. I liked that with the snowfall, and I think we fucked it up.
It's
That's
just
all
on
right.
the wall.
It's cool, but like, yeah, it is illusory, so it doesn't like feel cold against Sir Jeff when it falls with the wind, but it looks like it's snowing around her as she plays this little sad song.
Even though
Mighty
this-
pretty song.
yeah, the snow even being illusory is blown back across the ship, creating almost a mirror image of the sparkling sun along the waves. There's a sparkle of snowflakes across the ship. Yeah.
Is it possible for me to use a spell without using it in a damaging way? Because I would 100%
Sure.
use
What like?
I would 100% use the fact that I know how to use Moonbeam, but do it
Okay.
just to illuminate Faye. Is it-
What does Moonbeam? What kind of damage? What does it do
It's a
Radiant.
when it's
radiant.
at home?
It's radiant.
Radiant? Totally. There's nothing really on this
Good.
ship that would be like affected by radiant damage. So we can
It's-
just sort of say, yeah, it totally works as like
Yeah,
a
it's
mood
something I get for being the paladin I am. So
vibe spell.
yeah, I was just using it
Sure.
since it's a beam of light, of pale light, but this pale light actually is like a soft orangey red tone, since that is the color of the helmet. So, just to help illuminate it, so as the snow falls, it kind of shimmers a bit more too.
It is taking on the feeling of the chill out room at a rave.
But since it's a moonbeam, and moonbeam reveals the true form of a shape-shifting creature.
What?
Oh.
She is an Eladrin. She has many forms.
Oh. So is
Wait,
the
I thought they
moonbeam?
were-
Eladrin elves have many forms. The seasons. So
Is that technically make them a shapeshifter?
Because it's for shape
I don't know.
changers specifically.
Because
So,
like does
werebeasts
Fae
and
have
stuff like that.
Yeah, it reverts to its original form. But like does Fae
If
have
it's-
an original form or they're just variants?
I guess they're variants, but there's one that's kind of like her true.
Because I wouldn't say the variants, because it's just something that they have. It's not like a shapeshifter is like a werebeast, where it's completely changing who they were.
It also works on the what's the not werebeast, but the ones that Orin is, you know.
Where raccoon?
Orin from Baldur's Gate, the
Oh,
What's-
well, changelings? That's
Yeah.
because they have a true original form.
And changelings, their whole point is that they change their
Yeah.
form.
I think
I
you're
guess-
safe.
yeah.
Yeah, I would rule it as her being safe since like there's none that is like her true. Like I would see it also as like a druid who's in wild shape. They would also like change back to their humanoid form.
And with the DM ruling, if it's not going to be damaging, probably the same thing for
Yeah.
not wanting to
Yeah.
expose. So yeah, I think you're
Also,
cool.
they're not considered shapeshifters because it was through centuries that the magic shaped them.
Okay.
So they are not changing their shape. They've been just shaped by the magics.
Okay.
So it's like
Because-
Still
Because it's
interesting.
a little bit of a pedantic, yet very interesting argument, not even an argument, discussion. I'm going to leave it completely up to Nora if the moonbeam does anything. It could just pass over you, nothing seen, nothing revealed, but I'm going to leave it up to your discretion because I trust your knowledge and I trust your decision.
I think with the illusory thing that's going on around her, it doesn't actually change her, but Sir Jeff sees kind of like a glimpse of a really, really long wavy hair before it's gone.
Bobby. Seems everyone has their own secrets. Sir Jeff's just gonna snuggle back more into Portobello and just like relax and just listen to the music.
Imagine like Lugia's song from Pokemon movie too, like
Yes.
What's
Yes.
what's Pokemon?
I'm getting more money to get this out.
Okay, go to bed, Grandma.
Literally. It's okay, Grandma.
That has actually been a joke between me and Nora since we met years ago.
What's Pokemon?
What's Pokemon? It came out when I was a cool teenager. I don't know.
Yep.
And then I became uncool again, and all was well. All right. The first day is enjoyed. Floyd, did you have anything you want to do, or are you just trying to catch invisible or in imaginary snowflakes on your tongue?
Yeah, a little bit of that. A little bit of observing everybody and like coming up with imaginary scenarios. Like he's questioning whether Sir Jeff is conjuring something edible or if it's like a family member. So he's wondering that. the snowflake thing was really cool. I don't know if he's ever seen that before, and he definitely didn't know
Nope.
that Faye played the flute. If he did, he didn't connect the two. He just maybe one day he was like, "Oh, there's fucking music in the air."
Probably.
Yeah. Did not realize Esme and the captain were so tight. But yeah, learning something new every day, I guess. And
According
he's
to the
just trying to
captain,
keep
they
his
are.
cool. He's trying to keep his cool, and when nobody's really looking, he just and a hairball comes out and he just throws it off into the ocean.
I was gonna
You
say if he
lick
throws it on
yourself?
deck, Petunia's gonna like.
How do you get clean? Oh my god.
So yeah.
Jeff is not a mushroom.
But Floyd is a bit dumb.
Yeah.
To say the least. All right. Well, if there's nothing else on for today, we will go to day 6, and I would like someone to do me a perception, if you'd be so kind.
I shall. And Petunia's gonna help me. Roll with advantage.
I'll quickly say, when it comes to the other two's turns, just always roll with advantage. You have the dog helping you.
24.
Freaking Esme don't need no advantage. She be good. The day ahead is better than the last. The sea has ceased to have any white caps, yet the wind is somehow strong and inflates the sails, pushing you forth. Captain Charlie, regretting his weird decision to try and make a connection the day before, keeps to himself for most of the day, leaving Jaro to steer the ship. What is it when you have your own issues and you press them on someone else?
Protection.
Yeah, that's what it was. His projection from the day before. But it is even more gorgeous. Your ship is picking up speed. The wind is rushing past you. You're cutting through the waves like a hot knife through butter. It's a fun day. We can go to our last day, unless you guys had anything else you want to do on this day.
Well, Esme would like take out a little like measuring tape from her pack, and she would carefully measure Petunia's girth. And she'd just go like, "Oh, you've lost about half a centimeter. All right, I suppose we can take the day off." And she's just gonna like pretty much like sunbathe on deck all day, and like with the sun hitting like her rock-like skin that's like polished, it's just extremely blinding. Like if you have like a very polished surface and the sun just hits it directly, and Petunia's like laid on her back, pancake-like, next to her with like little sunglasses.
High
And that's
glass,
what we're doing.
specular, whatever is very high.
Hmm.
Esme's reflective skin in the sunlight is much like Jason's skin in real life when he goes outside.
There you go. You see that little spot right up
Xander,
there?
yeah.
We
Yeah,
are all
that's
so
me.
very
That's me.
pale.
Literally, like the light is reflecting off of me.
Yeah.
You can see it.
I only look orange because I colored it that way.
Did I? I'm using my orange light
Yeah.
and a red background. So I don't look the thin-skinned, blue, veiny old woman that I am.
I could
Anyhow.
go sunbathing with Esme and Petunia. Just lay there
Mhm.
with them.
Oh, it's great to have like a source of cold nearby, just to cool things down. Thank you, Faye.
You're welcome.
If you ask her real nice, she'll make you a snow cone.
Yes.
But you don't want to know how.
Oh God.
Eh.
I mean, you knew what you're getting into when you married me.
Sir Jeff would go around and try to find some like string so he can tie it to his holy symbol. So that way he always knows which fold the holy symbol is in.
Aw.
So he can just pull
Hey.
it down.
Floyd has you covered.
Let's go!
Do you have
Yeah,
string?
Yeah.
Hey, I like to imagine them with like little tags and little pictures. They're hanging all around you so that if you ever get flies, you can just go like this and knock the flies away like those old Australian cork hats.
Oh
That
They
my
might
just
be
stick
God.
to them, so like he has like
too
strings
older
of
reference.
cape flies.
No, it's a
Taped.
good reference. You know, it's just enough so like a tiny little bit of thread is hanging out. So Sir Jeff could just take a quick glance up and be like,
Yeah.
since we're getting close to the end, I feel like I should have it.
The end of what?
Me sinking the ship, obviously.
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 This is like, I mean, it's kind of funny that Jason is like going through inventory. I got you. Like he has string in there, and meanwhile, I have 4 items, 2 of which are my weapons. I had 2 items in my inventory.
Baby's gotta travel light.
And one of them is the flute.
Yeah.
So,
You really own nothing.
the clothes on my back.
Opulence.
Minimalist.
Oh,
Phone.
everything.
Everything.
All right,
I-
if there's
Sir-
Oh, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, Sir Jeff owns over 100 things.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
100 of them are in the helmet.
So
Imagine
opulence.
if you emptied it all out, you're like, this is so much lighter.
Literally. This is why Sir Jeff is actually so buff.
The helmet just.
It's just got those huge muscles right here.
The neck, Sir Jeff's neck is just like.
He looks like
Look
the
at
singer
his
from Cannibal
brisket.
Corpse.
All right. Well, if that's all good for you guys, we'll go to our last day at sea. You guys are on schedule because of these 2 very nice days. You actually do a little bit better on day 6 than you thought.
Sweet.
Who's rolling for me today?
Can I do? Okay, you can go. Okay. Yeah.
Ari
Yes,
becomes
we're talking
Cartman.
like this now.
I hate it.
That's not 20.
Hey!
Let's go.
The other was not 1, so.
Perfection.
Isn't that the second time that's happened to you? You had like one of each?
I think, yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
At daybreak, the first rays of light beam up over the horizon. Faye at the stern of the ship, looking out towards the water. The rays slowly cast over the water, making it glitter like a field of diamonds as the sea caresses the belly of the ship, urging her ever forward. Jara leans half asleep on the wheel as Faye keeps her eyes on the horizon. Sorry, I was choking on spit there. Super nice. Would anyone... My mouth is falling down the stairs. Is anyone other than Faye and Jaro up at dawn? There we go.
I would, yeah. I get up early, so.
I don't see why. Yeah, no, not me.
Sir Jeff has been having the comfiest sleeps ever since bringing Portobello back. So Sir Jeff is like sprawled out on Portobello. His helmet is actually on Portobello's head, so he can fully relax back. He's gone till like at least 9 o'clock.
So Esme and Faye are having a quiet moment looking out at the horizon. And Faye, you see in the distance a tiny speck sitting on the horizon. Land. What do you do?
Well, if I'm with Esme, I would first, like, point it out to her. Like, I think that's land.
Wait, we're getting closer. Yes.
And then she would probably go to Charo and then to Lightning Charlie.
Oh.
What
was
got
that?
out terribly.
I yelled, "Yeah, land ho!"
Okay, then maybe
Then
I
I'll-
don't need to go if you're
And then
yelling.
I'll turn to Esme and I'll just Esme, that's me. I'll turn to Faye and I'll go, always wanted to do that.
Jaro, groggy but now awake, slips down into the belly of the ship to go wake Lightning Charlie and the others because land. You feel, Sir Jeff, you feel like little monkey boy paws just like shaking you a little bit gently, but as Jaro like
I just
does it
mean
with his
5
foot.
more minutes, dearie. 5 more minutes. Portobello does like a little huff. Starts nudging Sir Jeff. Sir Jeff's trying to like go back to sleep.
Zaro jumps back from the huff of the dog and grabs like a soup ladle, and as he passes by Floyd's hammock, just like thuds Floyd's butt with the soup ladle to get him up. Bop, 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 bop. Subdued, I like it. And then you can hear him knocking at the captain's door. And then finally, Lightning Charlie, half asleep, comes up and he's like, "Spyglass, boys, Charo, you got a spyglass." Gets a spyglass and looks. He goes, "Who spotted the land? Where is it?
Faye did.
Faye,
I
point her out
point.
to me. My eyes ain't what they used to be."
I pointed out.
And he looks through the glass and he goes, "Well, I'll be damned. It's actually there. Huh. Jaro, set sail towards that island." And they set course. And you guys are on your way. The ship cruises closer to the island, now seen clearly in the growing light as you get closer and closer. Is everybody up? I'm assuming everybody is up, maybe had a meal.
Sir Jeff would be the last up, but it's also because Sir Jeff would be coming out with a veggie wrap while everyone's finishing, just munching away. Well, what's all this ruckus on about?
We're
There's
gonna
a
be making
hole.
land soon.
There's
Yeah.
a gardening tool?
I don't know how to
I'm-
respond to this.
I'm very confused right now.
Look
that
over
why we
there.
spoken?
Take the telescopy thing and point it over that way.
There is land and it is ho.
Oh, well, that'd be exciting, but I still don't understand about the gardening tool. Sir Jeff will, like, look over the railing, just
Well,
a little
Sir Jeff,
confused.
You say when you spot land out at sea. I read that you say land ho. And I guess that the expression can be confused with the gardening tool.
And this is an unknown place, right? Nobody is not on map.
It isn't supposed to be, no.
I say we call it Ho Island.
Well, I believe we should see if there might be any locals there.
Maybe they have
You
your
know.
hole, and then it would make sense.
Well, I don't use no gardening tools.
The island of
you-
hoes.
Usually
If it's uninhabited, then inhabited, sorry, then I don't see anything wrong with naming it Ho Island. And then on the
Well-
flag, we can make a nice,
I do
imagery
believe-
of garden hoe.
I do believe that could potentially be taken as something inappropriate. So I feel like we should make sure we're naming it something that might not be so offensive.
I don't
How
know what
come?
you're
Are
talking
garden
about.
hose seen as something offensive?
Words have many different meanings. I was just trying to
Respectful
keep it
even.
away from the other one.
What's the other one?
Well, Esme,
It also means
it
horn.
is. I would call them people of the entertainers of the night,
Like
Not
bards.
quite. but
don't
in
see
a
how
more
that's-
sexual way.
Oh, like I've heard of those kinds of bards.
So, I think we should be making sure we name this something that could be a bit more appropriate for when the children say it.
I've heard they play the horn.
I've heard they played many things.
A rusty trombone, maybe?
Well, I don't know. It's because they call them the horny bards.
Yeah, well, they
Every
do be
bard?
blowing.
Well, I do believe this conversation has taken the turn for the way I did not want it to go.
It is. You're closer to the island. And if you would like to go
Ooh.
check it out, Jason, I don't think this is that far from where you might be going.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
I'm not too sure. I'd have to look on a map. But I just discovered this place, and I did airbrush out all the little houses, so it is populated.
Damn.
Uh,
Yeah, I
Good
can
on
see
you.
them. I can see them.
you can you see the smears?
Yeah,
Oh.
I can see them.
Oh.
All right.
I don't know what to look for.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, now I can.
Yeah.
I see people on surfboards, though. No.
Oh shit!
It's all good. It's pretty.
That island is wearing a watch. It's not medieval. Necklace-shaped coral reefs surround the central island and protect it from the open sea. It is surrounded by a lagoon and a barrier reef. In the center of the island are the remnants of an extinct volcano, rising to two peaks as if sculpted by the gods. It looks to be about 5 to 8 miles across from where the ship is. Oh, my mouth is just not working today. The lagoon, likely abundant in fish, is remarkable for its breadth and its beauty. Its color varies with depth, dark indigo where it is deep and pastel shades of blue and green in the shallower depths. It really is breathtaking, a paradise in the middle of the great blue sea, seemingly untouched by the world and its worries, except for houses being airbrushed out.
And a Starbucks cup.
Lightning Charlie sits and kind of like with his telescope, he's looking, he's like, somewhere to more, somewhere to more. And he finds almost like a little inlet that doesn't quite go into the reef. The reef really, where all this shallow blue sandy water is, really completely encompasses this island. And there is not anywhere it seems to where you can get close to dock or hook up somewhere closer to the beach. So finally, he sort of figures out a place that is close to one of these sandbars that rises out of the ocean. He goes, well, folks, it looks like we're going to be mooring here, and you're all going to be taking a rowboat over. But, I mean, if the rowboat tips, I'm pretty sure you could walk there on these sand dunes, on these sandbars.
That's a relief.
So get your, I dare not take the boat any closer, just in case, because we don't know if there are sharp rocks under there. It could tear a hole through us if we hit the wrong one. So I recommend maybe gathering your wares, coming up with a plan of attack.
Why would we be attacking?
I mean, it's a turn of phrase, sweetheart. It's just a matter of
Oh,
It
Moving
just means
forth.
making sure you're prepared for what's gonna come.
land ho kind of thing.
You learn
okay.
some every day.
Go forth. And Veni Vidi Vici, if you will.
Sir Jeff's already over at the rowboat trying to like throw stuff in. But like the rowboat is also as tall as Sir Jeff, so like Sir Jeff's like pushing stuff up. Portobello's just sitting behind Sir Jeff, just like.
Charlie and Jaro come over and help, knowing they know how to swing the rowboat out over the side and lower it down. But before they lower it down, they're like, "Okay, get your gear. It is a real good day for this." And it is just like the picture, a little bit of light cloud cover, making the sun sort of giving you a little bit of shade, giving you a break from the heat. But it is gorgeous. The water's calm. And it's about, I would say, about lunchtime. So if you guys want to go check out the coast and then come back, you can do so. We'll be right here, won't we, Jaro? And Jaro nods.
You can have lunch on the beach, maybe.
Like a picnic.
I mean, that works.
I've packed some sandwiches.
I do have a couple of wraps made, but they are veggies, so I don't know if you'd be interested.
Oh, well, I made some cucumber sandwiches for you, Sir Jeff.
Oh, mighty kind of you.
Mhm.
Shall we, get
Are
going?
y'all thinking of making us your base of operations, or do you want to? Are you? I
think
just
it
kind of
would
want to know
be-
when you're coming back, so we can be
Well-
prepared for you. Cause
We can start by scouting the coast, see if this island's inhabited, then come back and report. And then I suggest, if possible, we make a base of operation on the island. That way, we'll avoid the back and forth.
okay, so we should expect you around sundown tonight.
Yes.
All right.
We can
Good to
sleep on
know.
the boat tonight, and then tomorrow morning we can set out and set up camp.
Sounds good to us. And with that, if you guys all want to, or they'll lower the boat into the water, and then you guys can climb over the side and affix the oars.
Yeah, Esme would embark, and then once the boat's like low enough, Petunia would just like on.
The ship
Just right
lowers.
through the bottom.
Yep.
Like a cannonball.
Yeah.
You pile into the small dinghy, affix the oars, and as you start to pull away from the ship, I will get you guys. Someone can either give me a survival check or a perception check to see where the best place to land your little dinghy is. It looks like there is a lot of beach, like there's no shortage. So you can either, if there's rocky outcroppings or something that looks too deep or anything like that, you can spot that. So
I have proficiency in both. I can do. Well, I have expertise in perception though, so I can do perception.
sure thing.
I will row the boat.
Go, Michael.
Yeah.
I want to touch the water.
So that's an 18.
It is warm like a bath. You spot it right away. There is a big, wide beach, beautiful white sand. It looks free of dangerous currents through this lagoon of crystalline waters. The land beyond looks to slope gently upwards, promising an easy climb towards the peaks of the island if necessary. It looks like the best place to land. Pretty much what you're looking at in the picture.
From a rough
Must be-
guess, like, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, you got.
From a rough guess, can we have an estimate about like how long it would take to walk the perimeter of the island?
Well, let's say it's between 5 and 8 miles if we're using miles as our distance measurement. I don't know how to calculate.
Interchangeable.
would-
It's just a word. It's miles, kilometers. Doesn't matter.
I still don't know how to calculate what the perimeter of the island might be.
Well,
Like 20 miles walking around, I guess.
okay. In your head,
it's,
from
like,
one
closer to
point, if we
10?
went straight through like a straight line, no hills, no nothing, just to get to the
Oh,
other side, what would that be?
As the crow As the crow flies?
Yeah.
There we go. It's hard to tell from you as a character, but ideally it's anywhere between 5 and 8 miles
Okay.
in length. But you're not too sure as a character. If you, Jason, are asking, I'll tell you. But it's hard for you guys to really get all the terrain, all the nooks and crannies of the cove and stuff. Is that what you're asking, or am I off on a tangent?
I was just asking the crows flying question there just to kind of give like a rough idea of like, okay, if it's this distance just straight, then we can kind of guesstimate like how much it is just walking along the perimeter. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't necessarily like I need the math kind of thing. It was just like to give like a rough guess as to like how long would it take for us to survey the outskirts before we move in.
It depends on terrain, lots of variables, but I mean, it's probably safe to assume maybe 15 to 20 miles worth of all the way around, every little bit and bob.
Perfect.
I don't really know. I'm good at this.
Right. As we row away from the ship, Sir Jeff's gonna kind of look back, sigh, and then all you're gonna hear from the ship is like a panicked dog just running and just jumping into the water and just starting to swim after everyone. And Sir Jeff's just gonna be like, dumb dog.
And
How fast
Petunia
is the dog?
is gonna jump off the side of the rowboat and start kind of like half floating, half like dog paddling herself until she reaches Portobello and then clambers on and rides Portobello as he
Portobello
swims.
sinks.
Yeah, Portobello is not the strongest, but got 40
Fins.
feet of speed, so
Fins show up around, start circling the dog.
no, that's fine. I'll just summon another one.
Yeah, Petunia summonable?
Yes, she actually is.
All
She
right.
actually is.
with the activity, but no promise of blood in the water. The fins disperse, and the animals finally make it to the rowboat, nearly tipping it as they try. You ever see a dog try to get into a boat? A
Yep,
big
it's the
dog?
best.
It is ridiculous. That boat generally is tipping.
Obviously.
Gets on the boat,
Yep.
shakes.
Sir Jeff will just
Just that whole
tilt his head down to like block all of the wet as Portobello just starts heavily shaking. A bit of slobber goes with everything, but Sir Jeff is at least shielded.
Who's right next to Portobello?
All of us. It's a small. It's a rowboat.
Yeah.
It's a rowboat. You guys sort of had them as you were doing the river rim. So you can imagine Floyd's in the middle with the oars, or you can actually scoot over and there'd be enough room for Fade to sit next to him if they both want to oar, but it's a single. You can do it on your own. The bow of the ship would be appropriate for somebody Sir Jeff size, and then there's enough room for everybody.
I can see Esme sitting at the back to guide people, since if you're sitting at the front, you would be facing backwards. But yeah, I mean, as soon as Portobello is done with shaking off all of the water, there would be another torrent of water as Petunia flaps her stubby little wings that are much smaller than her body.
Okay. Now that everyone's a little bit spritzed, as you row towards your destination, you enter the shallows of the lagoon. The water so clear you can see the bottom, the white sands below shifting in the delicate current. Many variations of fish swim about in shoals of every size and color. Someone roll me a perception check if you are looking down into the water.
Oh, I'm looking
Anybody
ahead, so
at this point.
I'll abstain. Yeah.
If you all want to roll, you can all roll.
Yeah, I would be having my hand in the water and watching down.
Beautiful. Do. Moving further inwards, Faye, you can see darker shapes strewn about the lagoon floor. An anchor here, some wooden planks there. They are sparse but present, and it seems like you might not be the first visitors here. If you look a little bit closer using your investigation or tell your party about it, you can make an investigation check.
Yeah, maybe Faye could just say that there's a shipwreck in the water.
Oh. So other people have tried to make it here before us.
I mean,
Well-
it's not too new for explorers to be trying.
How big is this this ship?
If you peer over the side and make me an investigation roll,
I will do so.
I'll give you some more details.
That's a 13.
The anchor that you guys had just passed looks like one of those big industrial sized anchors that you would find on something like a large merchant ship or a cargo ship. Something much bigger than what you guys came here in. I can't remember the names of them right now, but a big ass ship. Other than that, it's just broken planks of wood, and you can actually see something that is sort of shaped like a rectangle, sort of half buried in the sand. And you're not too certain, but you have a good awareness of your surroundings. You'd probably say it's only about 15 to 20 feet deep at this point. But there is something, a rectangular box in the sand below you guys.
It looks like there's something down there, other than the wreck.
Well,
But-
How far down?
It's
Uh,
15 to 20 feet, she said.
Uh, if y'all just give me a moment, I can try something a little silly.
I'm curious about that, though I wouldn't dare dive that far down.
Sir Jeff will look down, and I will Misty step beside the box,
That's
Grab
very
it.
good.
and
And then a big
Then-
air bubble comes up like a big fart. Where you...
and then I will, because when you're underwater, it takes some of your oxygen to cast another spell. But I'll grab onto it, and then Misty step back.
Ooh, very clever. Oh my god. I'll just
Sense it.
scroll up then. Da-da, da-da, da-da.
And Sir Jeff will 100%, but will like, while holding it, just kind of give himself a shake, spit out a little bit of seawater.
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. A large rusted chest affected by obviously the salt in the water and years of sand being, or however long it's been here. But most of the metal on it is rusted. It looks like heavily lacquered wood. Has kept maybe some of the seawater out, but there is a industrial kind of big lock on it. This looks like a chest about maybe a meter across and about I don't know centimeters. I'm the worst Canadian ever. I'm too old to know centimeters. But it's like, here, let's back up a little bit. It's about a meter or 3 feet, and then a foot and a half, and then a foot and a half. Kind of
Wow.
like something that you would use for storage.
I mean, Faye,
Like
you
a
got
Jeff-sized
those
coffin.
Fancy knuckles there. I
You can
think
keep
you'll
it
be able
for
to
that.
break this open.
Do you want me to do it now or when we're on land?
Probably once we
Maybe.
hit land.
Yeah, maybe wait. But in any case, judging by the size of that anchor, that boat was probably much larger than ours, and that's why it probably hit the reefs and sank.
Most likely.
Anyone can roll me an intelligence check.
do it just for the sake of doing it.
It was almost a 19.
That's actually good. 15.
Oh, that's pretty good. The rusty lock looks like that with just one good bang, it'll probably come open. Yes, Jason or Floyd? Roll me a. Are you hitting it with your fist?
Yep.
Unarmed attack, baby.
Unarmed attack. I'll unarmed. Stop licking me.
Don't tell me what to do. Hey, sweet natural 20. The lock and part of the front of the chest comes off as you punch through it, some of the wood being a little bit eaten away. Do you open it up?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to find out what they find after our break because it is oil time.
Woot.
There she blows. Go have yourself get yourself a snack, get yourself a drink, relieve yourself in whatever way you wish to do so. And we'll see you back in about 10 minutes. Please enjoy our lovely emotes designed by our own Nora. Huzzah! And some art by some dink.
Someone
No
named
one
By
cares
Chuck
about.
Chuck
the
Monty. That's you.
Mhm. That's me. Welcome back,
right
friends
up.
and adventurers. We're gonna find out what's in this chest.
What
You have
do
opened-
them
Double
trust?
D's.
What's in the chest? Hauling these babies around. What? Good old tit meat. You open up the chest and you find nothing but tit meat.
I have never heard that
Great.
word before in my life.
That's a Markism.
Right on, Mark. I knew I loved him for a reason.
Yeah. Why do I love him? Anyhow, you've opened the chest. Who's examining?
I mean, I'll look in, but I'm just topically.
I
Oh.
feel like we're all peering into it, so
Yeah.
it's like
Peering
you know the upwards shot of all of our heads on each side.
To be fair, since Sir Jeff would have been like the one that brought it up, it would have been opened up, so Sir Jeff can't see
Aw.
over it.
I'll pick up my little buddy and put him on my lap.
Oh my god.
Like a little marionette
ventriloquist
doll. Yeah. Yeah.
You
Wow,
find
that's
within the
exciting.
chest one bottle of fine brandy, still corked, still full, a set of traveler's clothes, a quill and ink. I will copy these and send them to you so you guys have record of them. Cartographer's tools, a spice pouch, a flat iron rod that seems to have a button on one end, a knife and sheath, a silver bar, a pouch of coins, if investigated, about 25, and a wax sealed letter.
Oh, well, I want to see what that letter says.
Can I make an investigation check to see if I know what a particular item is?
You certainly can.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my god.
So Floyd
Floyd,
gets
what do you do?
unbelievably excited, and as you know, as Sir Jeff is kind of casually looking in there, like, oh, well, look at this. Boom! A hand goes in, grabs the metal rod, pulls it out.
We discovered the greatest treasure in the world.
A rod?
Metal rod?
This is no rod. Watch.
And as he pushes the button, he's kind of like dragged out of his seat as the boat keeps going a little bit with the wave. So he's like, oh. And he kind of uses his like lower body to like pull himself towards the rod as it's just like floating in midair.
Yeah, the rod is stationary where he clicked the button. Give yourself your an immovable rod, my friend. You found one. Always one of the funnest items.
Fuck yes.
Well, that doesn't seem to be too useful.
You shut your dirty mouth, mushroom. I'm kidding. He doesn't say that.
I'm a gnome.
I'm a gnome.
I am
And you
so
wanted-
happy.
One use, but a million uses. So good.
Do you have
Okay.
like a list of everything that you could
I
copy paste into
do.
the chat? For
Let's
us?
do that. I
Because there was
can.
a lot.
There was a lot. There was a lot, for sure.
Now I will keep this on my person, but this is like community rod here. So if we want to use it for a specific reason, you tell me.
All right. Oh, and I'm gonna snatch the leather. I can't speak either tonight. I'm gonna snatch the letter up because Jeff mentioned wanting to read it before Petunia like clambers into the chest and just starts like settling herself onto the rest of the items
If it
because
fits,
you
it
know
sits.
cats, yeah, and cats love to sit on things.
Yeah, dragons like their little horde.
Yeah, and I'm gonna hand the letter over to Sir Jeff.
It's a
Oh.
miniature horde.
Oh,
Do you break the seal?
yeah. I'll pull out a small dagger and put it in, and then flick the dagger back up into the mushroom.
It pops up, and if you want to look at the screen,
Ooh.
there is the letter.
Ooh.
Shall I
You
read
are
it?
welcome. You can read it. Whoever has it, you can read it, or I can read it for you in the style of a Ken Burns documentary.
Go for it. Yeah, you do you.
Yeah. Go for
I
it.
leave it up to Sir Jeff.
You're expecting me to read something? I don't have my glasses.
Okay, I'll read it. You can. I like having read-alongs, so if you guys, I'll post this in the
Oh, let's
our
each
chat
do a
as well.
paragraph then.
It's like in
Sure.
school.
So, yeah, exactly.
Y'all can
So you
read.
started off, and
Y'all
we
can
have
read
to
it.
imitate whatever kind of thing you're doing, Chuck.
I can read it if you want. Like I don't mind reading the entire thing.
I don't have my
Go ahead, Ari.
glasses.
Okay.
Go ahead. You got this, babe.
To my dearest Bedelia, I hope you are well, my love, and you receive this missive in good time. The many weeks we have been parted make me to grow weary and melancholic for home. The ship is in good form, and the captain is strict but fair. It has been merely 1 day past since we weathered a most fearsome storm. At 9 p.m., we were struck by a heavy sea which split the topmost staysail all to pieces. It was a most dreadful evening. I didn't sleep well. I didn't sleep for all night, and there was much anxiety felt by all on board. And with all the rest, she was constantly leaking up the wheel blocks. That night, she threw 2 men from her wheel, and they are now laid up from the effects of the fall. And many times during that strong night did I think that had smashed her whole stern in, and we should all go to shreds. I was up and dressed and looking around to see if there was any water coming in, and every lurch of the ship would throw me quite off of my feet. You can well imagine the anxiety felt by all who strived upon her deck to keep her upright. Our salvation came by morning. The clouds parted way for a most glorious sunrise, of which I have no words to describe the beauty of to you now. Our hearts lifted evermore when we spotted land off in the distance in these uncharted waters. New land of which the company promised us we'd find. The excitement, countering all fear from only 1 night before, spreads across the ship. While my heart aches at your absence, I'm sure we are to bring home such wonderful things. Ever yours, Alex.
Oh, good job. I couldn't have done it better myself. Fantastic work.
So the company has sent someone before Esme?
It's not necessarily the same company.
I do believe we just read someone's personal letter.
Well, letters tend to be personal. And I just took on the accent I was speaking with, so I'm gonna drop that now.
Jeez. Stop stroking your rod.
It's immovable.
There's the letter posted in chat.
Could I maybe have the dagger, since I don't really have anything sharp on me?
No,
If
that's
you
mine
would like-
too. No.
Okay.
It is a particular looking closer at the knife and sheath. It is the sheath actually has a section in it that fork slides out. It's just a 2-pronged fork, and it fixes to the back of the daggers this way, and then the forks this way. So you can either use it separately to cut your meal and eat, or you can
Oh,
affix
so
it and
it's
then you have
an
a 2-prong.
eating knife.
Yes.
I thought it was a weapon.
I thought it was
then
a Swiss
now-
Army knife.
The knife is a dagger. Like, it can still be used as a dagger,
Okay.
but it just has this little addition.
Okay. So
You
if
can really
no one
fork
minds,
someone
I
up.
can-
Go away. You're out of the game.
Yeah, just-
he gets the immovable rod and is out. Oh, buddy.
Well, if the rest of you don't mind, I'd love to get my hands on those cartographer's tools and the quill and ink so I can chart the land as we go.
I don't be having no issues here. None of this stuff seems quite to pique my interest in any way, so it's all yours to fight over.
Also, I did receive this paper from the pit fighting thing, so you can use it. And she offers you a spell scroll of enlarge/reduce, but she just says this paper.
What's the spell scroll written in?
Common.
Jesus.
Oh,
We'll default to, because we're a mini series, we'll default to Baldur's Gate 3 rules. You could just
Alright.
use it.
well, this appears to be a scroll containing some spell. Don't you want to keep it, Faye?
I don't know how to cast spells.
I suppose you'd have to be able to read. Does Faye know how to read?
No.
Oh, therein lies the that's a loophole. Like, anyone can use spell scrolls, but you have to know how to read.
And I can't read it, so
Right. Well, we can keep it in, as a party resource. As the rest of us know how to cast magic. I won't use it to write on or draw on. That would be a waste.
well, if it's useful, you can just have it. I don't mind.
Hey, thank you.
So it's a scroll of enlarge.
Enlarge/reduce.
Enlarge/reduce. Okay.
In biggin or in smallin.
Yeah, I'll add it to my inventory, but Sir Jeff and Floyd are welcome to use it as well.
Yeah, you can make Sir Jeff pocket-sized.
And I'm pretty big as it
Oh!
is.
Or a giant.
Sir Jeff just looks so defeated at the constant, like,
I didn't say it
comments
in
about
character.
being small and being, like, manhandled and everything. Sir Jeff's just, like, at the bow of the ship, like, I promised I'd be nice.
Xander, do you remember my miniature Xander that I used to keep in my pocket? Oh, I wish I
Yeah.
had it. I don't know where it's gone since I organized my office.
I didn't say it in character. It was just not.
Oh, it's a second level spell. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing inventory stuff.
I think this group might be the one that breaks Sir Jeff and brings out the, like, the anger of a calm person, you know? It's going to be terrifying.
Multi-class into barbarian.
Not even Oathbreaker.
Yeah. You guys continue to row towards the beach and finally feel sand beneath the stern of the little rowboat. Now, seeing the fin and tonic off in the distance, it looks so small. What are you guys going to do with the boat? There is a small anchor, one of those anchors about this size, that you can just keep it moored in the bay. You can drag it on shore. What's your plan there?
Well,
I
I'll
suggest
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
just drag it on shore, do the anchor in the sand just to make sure, like, I get a feel for, like, where the tide kind of goes and just bring it beyond that point. And then
Okay,
anchorage, so
Eric.
if the tide does come in to shift it, it's not going to pull it away.
Are you hopping out and then pulling the boat in?
Yeah.
So you hop in the water?
Yeah.
Oh. All right, cool. So you're in the water, huh? Awesome. Let's see what happens.
Fucking hell.
Huh. This is taking forever to load. It's like, yeah, all tension broken. I'm good at this. Well, my good sir.
How about that rod, y'all?
uh, you feel something sharp press against your leg, and then something snaps painfully around your ankle.
Fucking
Floyd,
stingrays.
who is in the water. You try to lift your foot up, and you find it's not moving.
Oh, fuck.
You can, yeah. This will be not too bad. Oh wait. Oh, I did something wrong. Nope, didn't do it right. Okay. There we go. You take 8 piercing damage.
Oh, fuck.
And I suppose you can roll initiative and figure out what.
Just Floyd or all of us?
Well, you know what? You all might as well. Floyd will react first, and then we'll go into regular initiative. La 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 la. I suppose I should roll too. Okay. Floyd, you may react, and then we're gonna start initiative.
Okay.
This I should have said. This thing isn't actually on you tight. It is just grazed you and wounded you. It is not clamped on. My apologies.
Do I see what might have done it since it's like clear blue?
Yeah, absolutely. You look down, there is a bit of red pooling around your ankle. You're only in about like maybe just above knee height water,
Yeah.
but you see a literally just shark jaws. No shark attached, just the jaws. And they're moving towards for another go at you.
Give me the fork! Give me the fork!
I give you the fork.
Thank you.
All right, so Floyd's gonna multi-attack with this fork thing against this biatch for 10.
To hit,
Yeah.
that does not hit.
Okay,
This
round
thing-
2.
It is thin. It is it's just a set of jaws, so it goes like right through, and you can't really seem to stab at thee.
How about 27?
27 does hit.
Hey, stab at thee, you prick. And
Roll me damage.
10 points. And guess what? I'm gonna smite you!
Oh,
fuck it!
Before, do you lose a smite? Because I can save you of that smite,
Oh,
if you so desire.
okay, thank you.
I'll save you the smite. This thing shatters to pieces.
Sweet. Wait, do I see more?
I'll give you a. Have you used your bonus action yet?
Not yet.
Okay, I'll give you your bonus action to perceive more, perception more.
This
perception more.
tracks. 7.
Yeah, it just seemed like the one.
We're in the clear. Okay.
You're having the Viri experience in this mini campaign.
All right, back to tugging boats.
If you continue to tug the boats, I'm gonna say
Probably half my
does a
movement.
does a natural 20 hit?
Fuck.
It does. Cool. All right,
I
and
mean,
that is
no.
9 damage on the other ankle. And now you are grappled.
These ankle biters.
It's undead!
literally-
He's back!
What is it?
His teeth!
That's about all he'd get at this round, I think.
Yeah, it's teeth. La 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 la. Just checking my grapple in here. Where'd you go? Your speed becomes 0,
Okay.
I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and you
pretty
can
much.
roll at the end of your turn. Is it the beginning of the turn or the end of the turn? It doesn't say on the sheet here.
I think you can try. You use your action if you try to break free from grapple usually.
Okay, thank you. And you just have to beat a DC here.
Or you can just hit it. Because being grappled doesn't affect your attacks.
Never mind what I'm gonna do. What are you guys doing?
It is still that guy done. Okay, so Esme, you are up.
So yeah, do I see anything else?
Where are you looking? Are you looking at the blood pooling around Floyd's ankles, or are you looking around the boat?
Well, seeing as Floyd shattered the one that got his ankle, I'll look around for more of them.
And roll me a perception check. I made Jason roll that as a bonus because he already had a look. So
Yeah, no worries.
just so we're clear, I'm not playing favorites.
24.
24. You're my favorite now, baby. You do see 2 more of these things. You can just see the sand sort of pluming up as they sort of scoot towards where the blood is. And so they're about within 5 feet and getting ever closer to Floyd's ankles.
Okay, so as a bonus action, I'll just yell out, 2 more coming, Petunia, get the left one.
These are on the ocean floor, so Petunia would have to dive into the water. Okay. So she can attack. This will be theater of the mind. So if she wants to go for an attack on, we'll call it. I have B, C, and D. So we'll call this one C. B is attacking.
I went
Jason.
left one, but like
it doesn't
whatever
really
one.
matter. Yeah.
So she is going to take a bite out of it. That's a 10. That doesn't hit.
It does not hit, unfortunately. These things are a little hard to get a grasp on. There's no meat on them. It's just a set of jaws.
Yeah, I like to think that because the water's a little too deep, like Petunia tries to dive in, but just like instantly floats back up before she's able to reach it.
It's like a little draconic boy.
Exactly. Well, that'll be our turn.
Okay. So up next, Sir Jeff.
Since I'm just gonna, Sir Jeff's gonna just stand up on the boat. Like, well, I mean, if these are undead, hopefully the great mushroom can keep them away a little. Sir Jeff will reach up into his helmet and pull out his holy symbol, and as he does that, a puff of spores, just of radiant spores, sprawl out in like a all around. And I'm gonna use my channel divinity of turn undead.
Way.
So if they are, well, yeah. Yes. That's the thing. That's what it does. So it's a DC 15 for wisdom.
For wisdom, you say? Oh my goodness. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. 3 should have rolled there. There we go. Okay, what was the DC again? Remind me?
15 wisdom.
15. The one around that Petunia tried to attack is not affected, but the other 2 certainly are. That's the one attacking or grappling Jason, and the one next to the one Petunia attacked.
Cool.
So what happens when Turn Undead succeeds? Tell me. Tell me,
They
do.
have to run away from me.
All right. The others,
Like, I should say, I think it's on their turn. They become
on their
frightened
turn?
of me.
Okay.
Frightened?
Cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool.
And then for my bonus action, Sir Jeff is going to just shake his head a little bit, and spores are going to start floating out of a different color spore. It's going to start floating out of the helmet, and I'm going to use Halo of Spores.
And that gives
10 feet, and it's if they're in it, within 10 feet of me, they take damage. 2d4. They have to make a con save of 15.
right now. Yes. Before they
Let me
move.
see. It's 5 feet around me. Sorry, not 10 feet. It's 5 feet. And it's when they enter it for the first time. Or starts their turn. So, yeah. So 5 feet around me, and when they enter it for the first time.
If you are at the front of the ship, you might have one in your range already.
Then I think it's when they start their turn.
Okay.
Because they're not I don't know.
That's a funny one, because that's one of our homebrews, yeah?
Yes.
What is
Because
this?
it says anytime they enter it for the first time or start their turn, they must make a DC 15 Constitution
Okay,
saving
we'll
throw.
do it at start turn then.
Cool.
Just writing myself a note.
And that's my turn.
All right. Faye, what would you like to do?
So there was the one that Petunia wasn't able to attack.
Not be able to reach.
Yeah. I would like to just kind of jump out of the boat and with that momentum just kind of plunge into the water to hit it.
With your crazy metal fists. Do it! Roll me an attack.
I could make it reckless.
You certainly can.
27.
Whoa, that certainly does hit. Roll me some damage.
Maximum damage, that's 13.
You crush this thing into a million little pieces. It is bone powder and just floats away.
Yeah. Then I will just swim back onto the surface.
Keeping your legs up. It's only like thigh-high water.
Oh, okay.
So you can stand, or you can still swim in that amount of water.
Okay,
You know when you're like, there's like a lot of seaweed around, or like plants, and you don't want to touch it, and you're just like, I'm gonna stay up at the surface. I'm not saying that's what Faye does. That's what I do.
Yeah, I think after she plunged in, she will just stand and look for any other ones.
You will see the one still technically attached to Floyd's leg, and the one that was very close to the other. They're all headed for Floyd, so you can see the other one. We'll call it D.
We'll call it the other one.
The other one.
Yeah, because I still have one attack this round.
Yeah, oh god. Yeah, they're all pretty close to Floyd, so yeah. Go for
I
it.
guess I'll just hit the one that is gnawing at Floyd. $18.
Hits, baby. Crunch it. Crunch it.
10
Oh,
damage.
it is crunched. It just goes to pieces against Floyd's leg. You just narrowly miss hitting him, but you definitely crunch this bitch.
Yeah, and then I
It's-
will get to position to pull the boat with Floyd.
All right. And that's end of your turn?
Yep.
All right. Floyd, you are up. There is one still left over within reach, and it is still coming for you. Technically, it wouldn't be because you're frightened, but we'll just say. Dun-na, dun-na, dun-na-na, dun-na-na-na.
La 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 la.
Smile for me, you son of a bitch.
And going in for attack 1. 26.
Hey, that hits.
Let's see, how much damage? 9 points of damage.
That's exactly the amount you need to smash it into pieces. Hurrah!
I
Hit
am
the shark jaws
amazing.
on the beach. But your leg is still bleeding quite heavily.
I'm feeling woozy. And the salt water is not helping.
No. Well done, everyone. You've defeated my beach shark jaws. Very cool. Let's get back here.
That is a cool idea.
Yeah, I liked that when I found that. After getting safely on land, pulling the boat ashore, is there anything? Sorry, Sir Jeff, that you almost got to use your paladin powers. It would have worked. You rest a bit, bleeding and winded. You are granted a moment's peace. What do?
I will harness some of the divine power, and I will get back a second level spell slot.
Boom.
Also, I think we can turn off the combat music.
Oh, sorry.
What an epic rest.
Sorry, I learned how to do that, and I love it. How are you affixing the boat? And Floyd, are you just bleeding all over this beach?
Probably leaving a trail up the beach. But priorities first. So yeah, I'll do what I said before. Get it past where I see where the shoreline comes in, and then yeah, fix the anchor so it's like just beyond it. And then yeah, I'll look at my leg and I will use. Oh geez, I'll use 10 points of lay on hands to kind of heal myself up.
Beautiful. Esme, you have that wicked high passive perception. Will you remind me how high it is?
18.
18. Esme, as you guys have landed, you take in the beach, as often you will do when you're in a new environment. And you see flickers of movement on the sand around you. At first, you think it might be crabs coming out from hiding in the beach sand, but it's not quite so. And you squint your eyes and lean towards these movements. First, you see one, and then another, and then another across this massive beach. And you see what looks like blackened, bony fingers rising from the sand. And as Floyd is busy tying the boat up where the roots of trees start to blend in with the sand, you see figures sit up all over the beach. Skeletal remains in tattered sailor's garb, nearly disintegrated by the salt water, rise up, at least 5 at first. And in the corners of your vision, more and more movement, to the point Esme is not the only one seeing this unless you're very distracted like Floyd. as the lost undead surge up from the ground. Roll initiative again!
I don't think it's too bad. It's just a little, like, fussy a bit. She's like, what the fuck is this now?
I rolled the exact same initiative as I
I
Hey.
rolled shit.
Same.
Wow.
I also rolled the same.
Guess what, Xander? Battle music is back.
It's true.
There we go. I'm gonna get my initiatives in order here. Okay, why aren't your initiatives showing up here? Why aren't my initiatives showing up here?
It is saying that there's no valid token selected
Yeah.
for initiative.
Oh, I need the map. Let's get the map in order. Keep your initiatives in mind. Here we go. I know how to do stuff. This is why this game isn't as popular as Chase.
So,
Here we go.
So Chuck, I'll say I think the trouble the last time with them is if where you would bring up your art in Roll20, if you go one over where it looks like a little tome, if you drag and drop those ones onto the map, if all our tokens are set to those, we'll have automatic control over them.
Okay, I see the tome. Does it look like it's got magic on it?
Yeah.
Like a sparkle? Okay. I'm gonna get these guys up.
Oh shit.
Nope,
Allie's
that's not right.
on this live.
Oh, shoot.
That's so
I s-
many.
Token layer. No! Wait, what? Ah, shit. Token layer. What? Oh my god, what's going on now? What have I done? Okay, these guys are on the token layer. That's the GM layer. Okay, they can move. Okay, let's put them back here. Is my grid not showing up?
No, you have it showing, I believe, just the token layer. You don't have us on the map layer.
I don't have you guys on the map layer.
Like the main one, I forgot what it's called.
I think you're right.
Map
Now we
layer.
see it.
There
we
it
go.
is. I am a dimwit. Okay, there's
And we
the
do
boat.
see-
We're gonna put that up here.
2 groups.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Two groups, two separate
Cool.
groups. Okay, tome. There's Floyd. So Floyd would be somewhere. Jason, make sure you can
Oh,
pop
I can't.
yourself. Ah, crap.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
I don't. I only had Floyd. I've got a bunch of random names here, but we'll do it. We'll do it. Bear with. Bear with.
Yep.
Yeah.
You take your time and then I'll switch it over on the stream.
Okay.
No rush.
All right, Jason, you should have control of Floyd.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let's do Petunia.
Who's this little porker?
Oh, she's so sweet. I love her. Oh my god. All right, Ari, you should have control of Petunia.
I do, yeah.
Beautiful. And there's Esme. And Jason, after the stream, can we fix this?
Yeah, absolutely.
'Cause I don't.
Write yourself a note and
I don't
I'll
know.
I'll show you how to do it.
And Sir Jeff. There you are, Sir Jeff. And Faye. Okay. Do you guys all have control of your characters?
Yep.
I do.
Where would you imagine you would have been when this had happened? Faye, were you continuing to help Floyd with the boat? Okay.
I like Sir Jeff. He's around the water somewhere.
Oh, we need we'll use Stella again for the dog for
Yeah.
Portobello. Just Portobello now. There we go. There, you should have control of that as well.
And Jeff also needs the aura.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Which one?
The all
I've got
but the all the big one,
Saves and
the saves.
this
How many
one.
do-
that's
Here, let's-
phase.
Yeah, that's phase.
Oh,
That's wild
this is
surge.
phase. Okay. I don't know how to get rid of this now. Oh, delete. Okay. Jeffrey's auras. There you go, Jeff. And is that 4 squares or 9?
Bigger 9.
Okay.
9.
There you go. And I will push that over to you so you can move it.
I can adjust it.
There you go. That should work.
Oh, it's actually bigger. I need to be one size bigger
One size bigger.
because it's 10 feet around me. Or I guess more, because it has to go. Yeah, one more bigger than that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
There we go. You should be
Yay!
able to move your aura as well.
I believe so. Yes. Yep.
Okay. Ooh, what fun! Let's get into let's get this stuff cleared up now. The the initiative. I don't know why it's
no.
not okay. Auto roll. There we go. -1. All right.
Why is it not showing?
Sir Jeff, what did you roll for initiative? I'm just gonna
16.
manually put it in. 16.
Yeah.
Esme,
18.
18. Faye,
There we go.
13.
13. Lloyd,
6.
Thank you.
6. There we go.
Yeah, so you're busy with the stream, so.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. I think we're ready to fight. The first action goes actually not to this. We'll be going to Esme.
Okay, I'm just going to do some quick math.
Sir Jeff, you will be up next.
Okie doke. So Esme's going to, seeing as she noticed these undead beings rising up first, she's going to instantly crouch down and smack a hand to the ground, and energy is going to flow through her and through the ground, and I'm going to cast Spike Growth centered
Ooh.
on this guy over here. So it's a 20-foot radius cube. I'll draw it for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Hang on. Draw. And then, so it'll barely avoid Faye, and it'll cover this area, I believe. Yep. Something like that.
Perfect.
Marvelous. Marvelous.
So yeah, golden magic is gonna ripple through the ground, and then rock spikes are gonna burst out of the sand in this area. And then that's my action. That's also a concentrate. Is it? Yeah, it is a
Concentration,
concentration
10
spell.
minutes.
So yeah, so I'll have to do saves if I get hit, and then super synchronized as a bonus action, I'm going to command Petunia to leap over to the one right at the edge here.
Mhm.
And she's gonna bite at it.
Can Petunia move through Spike? Oh yeah, she's in 5 feet. So as
Yeah.
long as she remains outside of the square, or is it selective to your teammates?
So no, it is this area, all of it is difficult terrain.
Okay.
If something moves into it, or within the area, then it'll take 2d4. So like all of these guys on their turn, they'll be taking the damage, and if anyone
Okay.
moves into the area,
I have it up on my other screen here, so we're gold on that one.
Okay, perfect. So I'll roll for Petunia. I just need to pull up her sheet. And it's over here. That is a 19 to hit.
Ooh, 19 hits.
Perfect. 2 for 6 piercing damage.
Okay. 6 piercing damage to Swarm A? Swarm B.
Swarm
I have them
member
B and C.
B.
The left swarm.
Yeah, she just starts gnawing on this guy's like tibia or something. I don't know.
It doesn't seem to take too much notice. It's looking at the taller creatures on the beach. And anything else for you, Esme?
No, that was my action and bonus action. And let's see. 'Cause,
You
yeah,
can move
Petunia
if you like.
Yeah, let's just say that I've moved up to this one in the meantime. And that'll be my turn.
All right. And we have Sir Jeff. Faye, you are up next after Jeff.
I will. Sir Jeff will move up here, and the dog will just follow. No. Portobello, you stay away. It's fine. And Sir Jeff's gonna come up like, well, this is what I got on my bingo card, and I will attack. Actions, please. Yeah.
P-I-N-G-O.
11 to hit.
11 does hit. Oh my god.
And it's 9 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, would it be with advantage because we're flanking, or because it's a swarm that doesn't count?
Let me take a look. It is technically a swarm just because it's a lot easier for me to run that.
Actually, no, I won't take the advantage. I'll actually move here instead. And I won't take the advantage. Anyway, because I want to be within 5 feet of Esme.
I'll give you... If this is technically flanking, I will give you advantage for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're going to treat them as singulars, and then however much damage the swarm takes.
So that was not an act 20. And then I will do my second attack. That was supposed to be with advantage.
What was the first damage? Pardon me.
9.
9, thank you.
9 slashing. And then a 19 to hit, so I'm assuming that will hit.
That does hit.
And that is 10 slashing.
10 slashing. Let's go.
And I will just pull my shield up and just kind of wait. Bonus action, I will actually pop my Halo of Spores again.
Okay.
So anything within 5, as they enter 5 feet of radius of me or start their turn, they take damage. Damage.
Oh, I'm making marks for some reason. You
Marks
can
in the
ignore that. Never. Can't stand it.
Yeah, it should be smaller.
All right. Let's just give this to Xander first.
And
Is it the same?
It's the 9. It's the 9 squares.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Here, let me just move that there.
Oh, you got it. Okay. You can...
But I can't
You can't
change the side. I don't think.
Ah!
No. I cannot.
Okay. There we go. 9 squares, yeah?
No.
Isn't it
smaller.
3 by 3?
Yeah, it's the 9. Yeah. There we go.
There you go. Okay, I'll stop touching it. I'll stop touching your toys.
There we go.
And we can, I will send those to the back so that everyone can select their stuff. There. That should be good. What were we doing?
Well,
I
ended
just
my
took
turn.
damage from the right swarm. Okay, so your turn's done. Faye, you are up. Floyd, you will be next.
I will move here, and I will enter my rage, and I will roll
That's-
for the wild magic.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 3, so another exploding pixie appears. I
Looks
think
confused.
it will go here.
There's a little detonation cord hanging off of it for some
Yeah.
reason, and let's do right here. You said?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the pixie looks like it's like this white and icy blue, like frost pixie of sorts. And yeah, it will explode at the end of my turn, so for my action I will punch this guy.
Give him a good old punch.
It's 18 to hit,
18 totally hits.
and that's 9 points of damage.
9 damage. It is a
Plus-
popular damage.
The rage damage is it? Hold on, where can I see it? Wasn't there a rage bonus on the damage?
I assume so. Did
Yeah,
you?
usually when you're raging, there's a.
It says rage.
+2.
+2.
So 11, and then I will punch it again.
Punch it again. Give it the old 1-2. How do you do? That
Thank
hits. It's an 8 to hit, so.
And that's 12
Hey.
points of damage altogether. And then the pixie explodes
Boom! Let's see what happens there.
within 5 feet of the pixie. The zombies must make a dexterity saving throw. DC 16.
I'm sure their dexterity is so good.
So
So good. Here we go. It's a 13.
it fails. So
Well, hey.
they will take maximum 6 points of force damage.
Hey, that's nothing to scoff at.
Yeah, this guy is each one of 5 feet of this, so
Limbs are starting to like fall off. bits of flesh and bone are just like charred from the explosion. You can see the radius of the pixie explosion in the missing body parts.
yeah, they look a bit frozen. That's my turn.
All right. I'll just make myself a note. There's Faye done. Floyd, you're up, buddy.
All right. So, Floyd is going to run right to about there. And his eyes fade to black, almost like ichor. And little tendrils of black smoke seem to emanate from his pores, like smoke out of his nostrils, out of his ears. It just seems like steam. He takes his great big warhammer, the sword and the stone, off his back, looks at all these undead creatures, and utters a word. And he's going to use Channel Divinity to use Dreadful Aspect. I need them to make a Wisdom saving throw with a DC of 13.
All right, let's go. 6.
All of them on the right
That's the
side of the
whole-
map.
The whole swarm.
Yep. All of them. They are frightened of me for the next minute.
Okay, so that means they've got to run from you.
Yep.
Or they just can't approach Floyd.
What's
Yeah,
that?
is it run from or can't go near you?
Well, for some reason, frightened is
Because-
not letting me open up
Because
what it
frightened
actually
is just
says.
that you can't go near them and you have disadvantage on attacks if you're in the eyesight.
If the source of its fear is within the line of sight, a creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. Because there's churn undead and then there's frightened. Two different things.
Yeah, this is frightened.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to rage.
Ooh, let's go, baby.
Rage, buddy.
I know what your subclass is.
No, you don't. Shut up. What? Fuck you. What? You're pretty. What?
Okay, I leave it
I
to
love
you guys
that you're
to
such a
remind me
nerd
of my
that you know me.
disadvantage.
It's like you try and utter one little thing. It's like, I know what you are.
Ari has
Twilight.
true blind
I know
sight.
what you
Yeah.
are. It's to balance out the jockness in me. you know,
Yes.
like, the parts.
We love both equally.
I have
I'm
bad
just,
decks,
you
but
know,
lucky.
I'm just a multi-dimensional person.
You're
you know?
multi-classing in life.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
All right. Sorry, that is
Okay.
my turn.
Okay. So wait. Now it is the left side swarm of zombies. Ho 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 la la la. They are going to. Okay, I see that. Oh, do I have two different kinds here? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, doesn't matter. Oh, I see. Okay, they're gonna make a slam attack. They get together as a group if they're all standing, or if they have
Hold hands. Everybody hold hands.
half HP. They technically get to make five melee slam attacks. So that will be on Faye and Petunia.
No, Petunia.
Hey, hang on. They're gonna be taking some damage though if they're
Oh yeah, they certainly will be.
Yeah.
Let's see. I didn't think about this. I'm gonna do something.
Well, actually, no. Because it says when a creature moves into or within. So if they stay put, technically they won't be taking damage.
Well, you see, this is one image, but that's not gonna work for me. So I have, where are you? Oh, hang on. Oh no. Oh no.
This song is epic. I'm watching Xander rock out. It's really good.
I'm going to use what I was going to use when you guys were supposed to go diving for the treasure, so spoiler alert.
Ah,
It's a zombie shark plushie.
I love it.
Copy and paste. This way I can move them individually, which is probably going to help me a little bit, but it's going to take a tiny bit more time. Sorry, everybody, but this is what you signed up for. Or did you? Oh, mercy. Talk amongst yourselves.
We're
Ah,
all
ah.
in this together.
There sure is a lot of undead presence here. Ah.
We're
Okay. The other side I will not do right now because Floyd's whatever Floyd did might keep them moving all together. So, okay. We're gonna start with this guy here.
Yeah, sorry if I'm making things complicated for you with my spike growth.
No. You know what? This was me not completely reading things through, so I wouldn't put the blame on you for this one. Okay, Faye.
Fair.
Faye, let's hit you. Slam attack on Faye. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
All right. And that on a hit will be. Come on, roll, you bastard. There you are. That is 10 damage as this thing comes gnawing at you.
Is it bludgeoning or what is it?
It would be something you're resistant to because of your rage.
Yeah, so 5 points of damage.
It's toof damage. Toofy damage. And then we are going to make our second attack on Petunia. Poor Petunia.
No.
Petunia!
10 to hit Petunia?
It does not hit.
Excellent. Let's get ready to deal these guys some damage. This feller is going to move 5 feet here. So roll me that, what is it, 1d4 piercing damage?
It's 2d4 piercing damage. So
If you want to roll that for me.
yeah. For every 5 feet of movement, by the way.
So this is 2.
Yeah.
I'm going to add them all up at the end.
Okay. How many feet did it move? I was
5.
on my D&D Beyond sheet. Okay, so 2 feet of movement then. 2 points of damage then.
2 points of damage. So 5, 10. It's moving out of it, so I
Yeah,
think it takes
so-
damage. Does it take damage moving out of it?
Yeah, it's if it's a
It's
Jeez.
still
Okay.
moving through it.
If it
so-
moves in or through it, so technically it's it's still within it when it moves out. So
Roll me some more damage, baby.
there you go. Ugh. That's 7.
Ooh la la, that's good. And then it's going to make the third attack on Faye. Sorry, Faye.
Hit me!
Hit me. Hit
I
me.
was made for this!
This is what you're built for. 16 to hit.
Stop trying to hit me and hit her.
Misses. Perfecto. And that guy's going to stay there. And now we're going to... So that is... He moved 10 feet. We're going to say this little feller. They only get 20 feet of movement, so I'm sticking by that. Roll me 2d4.
Or should it be if it's more 1? So
That's 2 piercing damage.
All right. Roll me another 2d4 as he moves another 5 feet.
That's the full damage. 8 piercing damage.
I've got 2, 7, 2.
Yeah.
Oh, 8. Yeah, no, I got you. I was looking at the screen.
Yeah. Sorry.
I get a little punchy at this time of night, so we'll be
no,
fine.
It's okay. It's because I switched over to just like copying the like code to roll 2d8s instead of going to my character sheet every single time. Because
Fair. I've got that. Roll once more for me for this fella.
and
Yes.
5.
Oh wait, technically I don't think he can move another square. I've used up all the movement that my guys can use. But that means everybody moves over at least 1 square. I'm kind of pulling this out of my ass. If this is wrong, who cares? It's fun. We're having D&D. So if all those guys move, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you roll me 12 d4s?
12. 24.
That's
24,
a lot of
beautiful.
ones.
Yeah, that's
That is a
just,
lot of
you know,
ones.
the
Also a
reality
lot of
of being
fours.
me.
It's
Yes.
Christmas, baby.
Yeah, 3/4.
But not a single 3, because 3s suck.
So that is a total of 43 damage coming down on old Lefty. Ooh,
Left
good
chart
job.
and right chart.
Limbs are falling off. Bodies are sort of like crumbling underneath the like the damage of their legs being taken out literally from under them as they shamble towards your compatriots. I believe I have 2 slams left, I think. Is that
You
correct?
attacked Faye twice, I believe, and Petunia once.
Petunia's gonna take one more. Sorry if I'm doing it out of order.
Oh my
Only
goodness.
a 12. Yes?
That does not hit.
Are we? Oh, we're being raided! We're fighting zombies on the beach!
Hello, pour une poignée de pièces d'or. How are
Undead
you?
sharks.
Yeah.
You got chewed up, baby!
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
I hope
Thank
your
you
session
so
went
much
well.
for the raid. Yeah! Petunia, did 12 hit? I didn't hear.
It did not, no.
Okay, great. And then one more. Yes, one more attack on our dear girl Faye. Oh, it's an 11.
Misses.
That misses. All right. Good. Excellent. That left side of the screen is dealt with, and now we're going to go to the right. Oh, what fun. Okay, so let's see here. We don't have the movement problem so much. So we're going to start with
mean,
attacking.
You,
What? Oh,
'cause
I
when
should.
it starts, it has the 2d4, and it would break the frighten on at least part of the swarm.
The right swarm is the frightened swarm.
Yeah, but if the right swarm is doing their thing, because I have my Halo of Spores, and one of them is in 5 feet of me, so it took damage, and damage breaks the frighten.
Does it?
Yes.
Huh?
The frighten. It's like with frighten, because I have it here too, with another one of my channel divinities. It's frightened for 1 minute, or like the frightened thing is usually for a duration or until it takes damage.
But
Condition.
this is Floyd's thing.
Yeah.
What?
Is that one like a regular frighten?
Well, frighten doesn't break if you take damage.
Yeah.
Usually.
Because
what does
Floyd's
Ability say.
Yeah, what does the ability say? Because the channel divinities are usually the same, but you know, I just want to make sure I'm not screwing anything over.
Oh, but it isn't a channel divinity, I believe. Is it? Or I don't know.
Jason has written certain things with flavor,
Oh, but this
but
is
that's
like
just
that's
mostly
like
in
straight
name
up.
only.
Yeah. Each creature of my choice, 30 feet. Wisdom saving throw of failure. The target is frightened of you for 1 minute. If it moves more than 30 feet from you, it can attempt another saving throw.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, and the frightened condition is
I can fuck it up, it
dependent
could
on
still-
ability checks and attack rolls, and then not being able to move. But like, you can attack it all you want. It won't.
Yeah.
It won't break it.
Oh, just every frightened spell I have and everything says that, so I just wanted to make sure.
That might
that it
be
was good.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
I
know
just wanted to
anything
make sure.
about magic.
No. So Jason's ability says that.
Yeah, his
they
ability
get the-
says it.
Yeah,
yeah.
they get the frightened condition, and frightened condition, like you can attack them all you want. It won't break the frightened.
Yes, I just wanted to make sure that was it.
We're cool.
Good looking out. So where does that leave me and my zombie team?
Well, normally
can't-
undead can't be frightened, though.
But Channel Divinity
Oh.
gets past
Oh,
that
shit.
because it's from
Yeah.
the deities, and Channel Divinity is against undead, usually. Undead, fae, fiends, or whatever it says.
So I
The swarm I'm using only has an immunity to poison.
okay.
So
Well-
it is a homebrew, sort of, because I wanted the swarm.
Well, because usually when you have something frightened, they can make like a wisdom save at every turn to see if they can break out of.
Yeah, this
They
one's
have a
Well,
this
they
one
have a
is if it
wisdom saving
moves
throw.
out of 30 feet from me, it can do that.
There you go.
Okay. So, with that cleared up, my zombie guys, can they, because they're in Sir Jeff's aura, what does that do? Anything?
4 necrotic damage.
Only the one that's
Starting
To as they start their turn or enter it for the first time.
in your Halo Wars.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there is one.
4 necrotic damage. You got it. Let's do that. He rots a little bit more.
Ew.
Yeah. Appropriate reaction. Ew. Gross. Clean it up. And then they cannot move towards Floyd. So this one is going to make a slam attack against Sir Jeff. Let's start with that. You guys holler at me if I forgot something.
Yeah, we
This
gotcha.
is with disadvantage because they're all frightened. So disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Ooh, one thing to check if they're frightened of me.
As long as they're in your sight.
Oh, they're just frightened in general
They
of
have to
everybody?
be behind. As long as they're in sight of you, like they can see you, they have disadvantage. So normally it would be like they have to get under complete cover, around a corner, whatever, for them not to have it.
Okay, I like that.
Okay, I got 2 14s. So does 14 hit Sir Jeff?
That misses.
All right, that misses. That is my first attack. Oh God, I'm so bad at this. Oh, then it's that's one attack. We're gonna say this fella here. I'm not gonna move all the guys again because we don't have the terrain issue. Is going to be attacking Esme. Just assume that he's right next to you. Just for the time being, I have dug myself a hole and I'm living in it. 10 to hit.
No, misses.
That's a miss. All right. And they are going to move as a group. You know what? No, they're going to continue to attack you too. Sorry. But it's all at disadvantage, so.
I ain't worried.
I can
13 to hit.
I can say one
Yep.
thing. If the two closest to me at the top there, if they move away from me, opportunity attack, I'm gonna hit them with my swing.
Do you have a 10-foot reach?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you do. Okay. And the last one was 13 to hit, misses, and then back to Esme. Sorry.
Now, wouldn't the 10-foot reach only reach up to here?
Yeah. So if those two moved away, he would swing for one of them.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Yeah.
Well, they were already, weren't they already?
Oh, 10 foot, 10 foot.
Mhm.
So they're within range.
But
So
were they?
if they move, then one of them would be out.
I was
Wait,
just
they
putting it out
already-
there before, like
Yeah.
Chuck said, like do this thing kind of thing.
Oh, okay, it's because I didn't see them move. I guess.
I haven't moved them yet.
Yeah, it was just a warning.
But this is a
Oh,
heads
yeah.
up for me.
Yep.
A natural one, and I believe that is 1, 2, more. He gets one more hit. Let's let's roll those dice. Let's see. Oh, sorry, Esme. Coming for you. One more time. But that's a 2 on the dice, so a 6. All of them miss, and now they're going to move past their source of their fright. So 1, 5,
Attack.
10. We'll move them 10, do our attacks. I believe one left the Halo of Spores, one entered a Halo of
Yes.
Spores. Okay, so let's start
But
with
I mean-
Floyd, and then we'll go to Sir Jeff.
Yeah.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Would I also get an
Oh, yeah,
attack
you would get an attack,
opportunity?
yes.
Yeah.
So we'll go Floyd, Jeff, Esme
Okay.
Okay. So
for the reactions.
real quick, if I'm hitting him
Yeah.
with an opportunity attack, does my 2 attacks per or 2 attacks per action kind of thing
No.
count? Just one?
One.
Nope. Yeah.
Good, good, good.
I thought it was if you had 2 attacks per action and one of them uses a bonus action, you only get 1. Is that correct?
Well, this
no.
is a reaction. The
That's a
extra attack
reaction.
is on an action.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, guys. 25 totally hits.
Okay. And 14 plus 2 raging, 16.
Oh, nice. You're raging?
Yep.
16. Marvelous. Okay, so that's Floyd. And now Sir Jeff.
So, quick question.
Yeah.
When we were being attacked, when I got attacked, I got 2 attacks from the same zombie, or did another one come into you?
It's a swarm, so I would say probably the same zombie. Like
Cool.
this zombie
Yeah.
would be the one attacking you.
That attacked twice. Cool. So, as it moves out, I will take my attack of opportunity. And as the other one came in, though, so I'm going to do longsword to hit.
Yep.
And then I also have for the one that came in. If you let me roll. There we go. So for the one that so 18 or no, what is it? I did not roll my damage. Haha. 4 slashing damage and 5 necrotic damage.
So 9.
And that is my turn. Or my reaction.
Marvelous. Esme.
So Esme is gonna whip out her halberd, and that is gonna be a 22 to hit for 13 slashing damage.
Fun. Ooh. Oh, blims, akimbo, fingers, splatting people in faces, gristle, ichor, ew. That's the mood of my game. Ew. All right. Sir Jeff, does Portobello get to do anything? Oh wait, this was a reaction.
Yeah, that's a reaction, but Portobello would have went on my own turn, but so
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
I know what's going on. So that was 10. Get ready for oh, you guys have used all your reactions. 10, 15, 20. So this feller moved completely through your halo of spores. Does that do anything extra?
nope. As long as it was once he enters the first time or starts a turn.
Okay, so they have moved 20 feet currently from the source of their fear, our sweet little bugbear. And that is their turn. Whew. That's not active yet. Esme, you are up, my sweet girl.
Okay, well, seeing as these guys are kind of like running away, I'm going to go help Faye and Petunia. So I'm gonna run up. Yeah, I'll say here. Well, I would be flanking if I were here as well, right? this guy?
As long as there's 2 people within 5 feet of the enemy.
Okay, so yeah, the threatened rule. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll move up here, and Esme is gonna again whip around the halberd and slice at this guy.
Slice and or dice, please.
11.
11 hits. They're very
Alright.
easy and slow.
So that's 9 slashing damage. And she's gonna kind of like do like a spinning flourish and then come back down and try to get at its legs with an extra attack.
Sweep him. Yes,
That's
that
a
hits.
23. And as she does so, Petunia's eyes are gonna glow like a greenish color, and I'm gonna use Petunia's reaction to infuse this weapon attack with acid damage.
Ooh la la. There's nothing like the smell of melted flesh on a beach.
Yes, so that is 5 slashing damage, and then I'll roll for the acid damage. Just give me a sec, I need to find the thing. I have so many things. It's the problem when you multi-class.
That's okay. You guys are so patient with me. I will always be patient with you.
So that'll... okay, 1 acid damage.
That is exactly the amount you needed to turn this swarm of zombies into a swarm of zombie limb. Hey! What does that entail? Let's find out. When we get there. If I can get there. Okay. I'm so bad at this. There we go.
Oh, I didn't even roll with advantage, but whatever. This
Oh,
does
if
it.
you want to see if you can get a nat 20, you'll still be doing damage to the swarm of zombie limbs.
Well, okay then, if you insist.
Go for it. Absolutely insist.
Okay, I'll roll twice since I took 2 attacks. No, and then... No, so we're good.
Okay. All right. Is that the end of your turn? Would you like to move at all?
Bonus action. I will command Petunia, who takes her turn right after me, to bite at the one in front of her that she's, you know, kind of like latched onto its leg and is just going
Okay.
like...
Go for it.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
I can hear a cat snore. Oh, someone's having a dream.
13?
13 hits.
Perfect. And that's gonna be 1 damage.
All right, 1 damage. Petunia shakes her head so hard that the leg just comes apart from the rest of the body and the flesh and bones sort of tumble, but this foot is still like moving as she's like holding onto it.
Oh, hang on. Wait, it's a d6 plus TB. Oh, proficiency bonus piercing damage. So that's actually a 4. Sorry.
Hey, 4 total, so I've taken off 1, so that is 3. There we go.
Oh my gosh, and even the bites, like all of them would have gotten PB, peanut butter proficiency bonus. But they all hit anyways, so.
They all have nut allergies.
Yeah, I'll remember. I'll remember to add a plus another 3 to the rolls.
Would that have totaled in 6?
Oh,
Your
the
peanut butter?
the peanut butter.
Is
On
it
the
chunky?
damage, you mean?
Yeah.
No, that was a 4.
Okay. All right. All done?
Yes. Sorry.
Beautiful. That's fine. Sir Jeff, you are up, my
Okay.
friend.
I will move here. Oh, I forgot to move everything with me.
Oh, my luggage.
that's-
You just pick
yeah.
up your halos.
Everyone's got that covered.
They're like
So-
hula hoops.
Yep. I'll move in to here. I'll move the dog away, Portobello away, because I don't want to have to resummon him. So that puts a bunch of them around, and I will just swing.
Swing, swing.
That's 22.
Hits.
I'll roll my second hit now. That's 17 to hit.
Hits.
So that's 11 slashing damage total between the two
Oh.
hits.
Lovely.
And that's my turn.
Marvelous. Because one is in your halo
Well, I put
and two are
of
half
them.
in the halo.
One of them was already in the halo, but I added,
Oh, okay.
put 2 into it.
Is that some damage as they on the next turn, or is that for now?
It's the first time they enter,
Mm-hmm.
so I guess that it would be damage on both of them now.
Should I be making con saves for these guys? I can't remember
it's a con save of 15.
I totally. It's written right there, and I totally didn't get it. Okay, let's do that for this round. La, 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 la. Oh, that's a 20. That's
God damn.
damn. Oh yeah, I rolled a 17, and they've got a high con.
Okay,
So that-
he will take 3 damage.
Okay. 3
more.
damage. Beautiful. All right. All good here?
That's my turn.
All right, sweet guru. Oh, Faye, my frosty maiden.
I will keep punching. Maybe the
Punch, punch, punch.
maybe the crystal will sort of like detach from the gauntlet, and she will just do a like sweep attack with the. It's kind of like a flail to the zombies around her. But
Nice.
I'll still roll with this game. Let's.
You do one of those friggin' like Matrix.
Yeah, I also remember that when the zombies attacked me, it would have been an advantage because I rolled with the reckless, but it was back then. I will roll with reckless again, so next time it will be advantage against me.
Okay, yeah.
16 to hit.
16 totally hits.
Yeah. That's 8 plus 2, so it's 10 points of damage. And with
8.
my second attack, it's 17 to hit.
You betcha.
And that's 8 points of damage.
Oh my god, these things, it's like literally someone put zombies through a chopping machine and it's
Yeah.
like literally just twitching limbs at this point.
Yeah, and the pixie will appear here.
Oh yes, the pixie.
Yep. And it will explode, and they need to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
DC 16.
I'm sure. Now, what is a swarm of zombie limbs dexterity? It's remarkably 10. I guess you can thing it around. A 6.
Yeah, it fails, so
Kaboom.
the three zombies around the pixie take 6 points of force damage each.
Oh my god, how do you want to do this to the zombie?
I guess as the pixie detonates, the frost kind of just begins to expand on the zombies, and they are all just frozen in place, and the thorns that Esme summoned, they also turn to like these icy spikes, you know?
Nice, very nice. A very contrasting look on this beautiful tropical beach. I didn't even get to use grasping limbs so well.
Oh.
You guys are too smart for me. All right. And oh, the good thing about zombie limbs, they don't come back. Huzzah. Yeah, so it's just like literally just arms and legs and bits and bobs sticking frozen out of the sand right now. It looks like they're buried in under the sand, but y'all knew better. It's just limbs. Okay, and Floyd, you are up next, my good sir.
Okay, in all fairness, aside from the two at the top row of the right side of the swarm, those guys are still within 30 feet, but everybody else could make another wisdom saving throw to get rid of the frightened condition.
We'll go with the majority, so the majority are out of your range, so we will do the wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 13 is the
good
number
on
you
you.
want.
13 is the number I want. It is not the number I get.
Hey.
I get a sweet 5.
All right.
So yes, they are all still frightened of you.
Excellent. So Floyd launches towards them and he's gone, and then you see like the anime of like sand behind him, and he just arrives right there with a swinging warhammer that's kind of, it's imbued with like a sort of blackness to it, that when it swings it has like a shadow that just kind of passes it. And he's going to hit the closest one within 5 feet first. And that is going to be reckless. So we'll do that with advantage. So I'll go with the 18. And that will be 16 points of bludgeoning damage. And we're going to throw in 1 level of smite on top of that.
Do it.
For an extra 10. So that's 26 points of damage to him.
And it's radiant, so doesn't it do more to undead?
What would the extra be?
Oh, if they're not vulnerable.
If they're vulnerable to it, it does double. But if they're not vulnerable, then it's regular.
Just because of the homebrewedness of this.
It's not.
I'm
Yeah.
afraid.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, we're going to gloss over that easily.
I am cool with that. No worries. All right, my second attack is going towards the one that is 10 feet in front of me, directly in line, not in Jeff's sphere there. So reckless again. I should have done the advantage to begin with. Sorry. We'll go with the 19. And that will be 14 points of bludgeoning damage and another first level smite for an extra 13. So that would be 27 points of damage to the other guy.
Well, not only did you reduce it to a swarm of zombie limbs, you also took this bad boy out. How do you want to do this one?
It's almost, as he swings, like just the speed with it, just he knocks the two down, and it's almost as if the swings themselves and the shadow that kind of follows the trail of his attacks, they almost linger and almost feast upon like the death that's across the beach right now, and they search for something that's almost akin to what it's emanating. And he just stands there trying to steady his breath as like he looks around and there's nothing left to kind of hit. And as he kind of settles his breathing, his eyes just kind of go back to their normal kind of self.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well done. You have defeated my beach of death.
Huzzah!
My encounter title was Unlife's a Beach.
I love it.
You are out of initiative. What are you guys doing?
What?
There's just
What
twitching
did you
bodies
say?
everywhere.
That was a little uncomfortable to watch there, Floyd.
What you mean?
You doing
It was
okay?
good fight. Everybody did. Yeah. How you doing? Yeah.
And he just walks over to check on the girls on the other side.
How many did you get?
I just point at everything that's frozen.
That's why you paid the big bucks. We worth every penny.
Well, in a matter of speaking, I got all of them, and I'll gesture to this like hazardous wasteland of spikes. But then after a while, like Esme just kind of like visibly relaxes, and all of the spikes just kind of like down into the ground.
That's a neat trick. Okay, before we go, rule of thumb for fighting and stuff. We loot the bodies.
Is there a lot to loot from? And I just kind of like kick at like one of the little bones at my feet.
That's a very good
It's just
point.
like little fingers, just like
Ooh.
I'm
And I'll
stomping.
just like stomp, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Historical
curls
look.
up like a spider and just splats. I'll give it to Esme with her passive. Yeah, there's nothing on these bodies except for some bits of flesh and the bones.
Not even rings, man. Sucks.
Really nothing.
You shitty
I like
zombies.
Sir Jeff is gonna kind of sit down in front of some of the corpses and pull out a couple little mushrooms and help bury them around the corpses. Well, you're gonna grow up with plenty of nutrients here. And then like kind of look down and like kick the sand a little and be like, one of these days I'll get to use my catchphrase. Oh well.
Oh.
And I'll just shake off the spores and they'll all just stop, slowly fall down and then just stop spewing out from the helmet.
So, question to the DM. So were these like mostly skeletons, or yeah, they had like bits of flesh on them, right?
They had bits, yeah, for sure bits.
Yeah, should we maybe either burn them or bury them to avoid disease?
Op's just gonna let the mushrooms come take care of it.
Yeah, but would they take care of it fast enough to prevent us from being sick from,
Well, I
just
mean,
decayed bodies?
as long as we don't live near these bodies, we should be fine. Takes a long time for any of that decay to kind of seep in, unless we decide to start growing vegetables and make a well beside them.
Well,
Or throw them
we
in a
will
well.
have to find somewhere else to make camp then and tell the ship to circle
Well,
around
Yeah,
so we
can
don't.
just go 20 feet over yonder.
It'll take more than 20 feet.
As you discuss where to make camp, you look towards the thick jungle and the slope up towards the peaks ahead of you. And you hear a great roar, and birds scatter out of the brush in the jungle, very close to where you stand. And we're going to find out what that roar was next time on Sunday. Woo! Zombies, zombies, zombies!
Out of the
I hope.
fire and into the frying pan.
Oh my God, what plans do I have for you? We can only find out next week. I think we're all good for next week, but keep an eye on our socials. Go to our Discord. We will let you know if anything gets in the way. So, good night, friends and adventurers. Join us next time, live on Twitch, Sunday, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. And goodbye and good rolls. But what do we always say before we go?
Safe.
Use your condoms.